Watching. If you guys want to see a video on how to build your channel from the ground up with just using an iPhone, and then of course give this video a big thumbs up. If this video gets to about 500 likes, then I will make that video. See, now I'm stressing out. I'm stressing out. I'm stressing out. I don't know what to do. 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 I got a lot of things going on. But that is besides the point. So what today's video is going to be, it's going to be my review on the MacBook Pro. So I bought the 2018 MacBook Pro. I believe it was the 18th. I got it in October of last year. It was the newest MacBook out there. When I got the MacBook, I got the most powerful MacBook that you guys could possibly buy. It has the 16 gigs of RAM. It has the fingerprint scanner. It has the touch bar. And it's a really good computer. But there is a flaw that I cannot stand, and Apple needs to hear this and Apple needs to see this. So Apple, if you're out there watching, listen close. Those of you guys that are out there watching this review and you guys are thinking, well, where's your MacBook? It's at Apple, being fixed. Why is it being fixed? Well, because it broke. 9 months, I spent $2,700 on this MacBook. And what happened to it? How did it break? Well, it's short fused. Now, one of the things that happened with it, when I first got the computer, one thing you guys are going to need to know if you guys do end up getting the MacBook Pro, and that is there is something called dongles. Dongles are probably the most annoying thing on the face of the freaking planet. What the hell is even a dongle? It sounds like they were trying to go with something that sounded like dingle and then decided to call it a dongle. Dingle dongle, dingle dongle, dingle dongle, dingle dongle, dingle dongle. I don't even freaking know what it is. So one thing you guys are going to need to know, if you guys go and buy a MacBook Pro 2018, you're going to need dongles. Now, when I first got the computer, I did not know what a dongle was. I bought the computer and I went to go export my video. I went to go edit my video, but I couldn't get the clips onto my computer. Now, I should have just looked into that, but nobody told me that when I was at the store. So when I got home, I was a little bit upset because I didn't have an SD card reader. So they don't come with SD card readers, they don't come with USB drives, they don't come with a CD player, which most computers nowadays don't come with CD players because they're kind of a thing of the past because there's Netflix and Spotify. But that's besides the point. I'm not talking about the CD readers, but it doesn't come with a USB reader and it doesn't come with an SD card reader, which kind of sucks. So the next day what I went and bought, I bought this, and this is by SanDisk. I bought this from Apple. I had to go to the actual Apple store because they did not have this at Best Buy. It's made by SanDisk. And what this is, it's an SD card reader with a dongle. But the dongle broke off. There. See? No more dongle. Don't believe me? Here's the dongle. So when you buy the MacBook Pro, what you're going to need to know is you're going to need to buy a dongle attachment for your USB. You're going to need a dongle attachment for an SD card reader, or you guys can buy this whole big old Apple brick that has SD card readers. It's $100 port. You get 2 dongle ports and a USB port. So now your computer's going from $2,700 to $2,800 because now you have to go and buy this stupid block that they could have just incorporated onto the Apple computer. One of my personal opinions about it, but anyways, so this was $40, and I bought this from actual Apple store. So let's say you're holding your laptop just like right here, doing some work, and then you're in a chair that's not that long. Let's say you're holding like this, and it's touching this, and this is how it actually ended up breaking. Like, let's say you went to go lift it up and put the computer there, or you go and grab the computer, put it back here. This is gonna keep hitting and moving up, and this is gonna end up bending to where eventually it just goes like that. And that's how this ended up breaking. Now you guys might think, that was just your dumb fault for not paying attention to where you're putting your computer. Well, also, if you even have the computer on your lap at all, and you move it at all, and then the dongles end up moving just a tiny bit, they disconnect, and they don't work properly. I cannot tell you the amount of times that I was exporting a video. I had my external hard drive plugged into my computer that had all my video clips on it. It ended up disconnecting my hard drive from my dongle port, and then I had to export my video all over again. So, Apple, there's not only bad things about the MacBook Pro, because one thing I did like about it is that the touchpad, for the actual touchpad, is phenomenal. And also the fact that they don't get viruses. Touchpad, like the touch bar, that thing's really cool. Once you get used to it, that thing is super, super useful. Also, one of the other cons is my thumbprint. When I went to use my thumbprint, I would say it worked for the probably first 6 months, and then after that it just stopped working. I cleaned it, never worked again. Those are my 2 complaints about the new 2018 MacBook Pro computer, and that is, for one, I feel like the fingerprint scanner could do a little bit better, and also the dongles. The dongle ports are so unbelievably annoying. I can't even stand it. Me personally, I would rather have my computer literally a tiny bit bigger, and have a USB port on it, or even an SD card reader. An SD card is literally like this size. I'd rather have an SD card reader in my computer than have to spend $40 on an SD card reader that ends up breaking. My personal opinion. I personally like my computers to have the ports already installed into them, so you don't have to have loose wires. That's what you get for buying an Apple product. You should get a PC, loser. A PC. That thing broke too. It was better. I do like it. It felt really good. It was my first Apple computer, but that is one big thing. And like, why would you guys sell this thing? It's freaking trash. It literally like okay, let's also say for theory, if you guys don't close the actual port and you just unplug it, sometimes that will erase everything on your SD card. Few complaints about the MacBook Pro. Do I think the computer's worth $2,700? It's not that much different from the last year's model, except it has less ports. I don't know what even the last year model even had, but alright guys, I'm sorry that this video is different than my normal videos. Normal videos are going to be continuing back tomorrow like this. Then of course give this video a big thumbs up. I'm currently filming on my Canon 80D camera, which has Wi-Fi, so I'm back to editing everything back on my iPhone. If you guys want a how to edit videos on an iPhone, which that's how I got started with YouTube, was I started on my iPhone. I started editing and learning how to edit on my phone, and then once I ended up getting a computer, I ended up being able to learn how to use that and basically build my YouTube channel from there. I had my phone that I recorded on, and I edited everything on my phone. Then once I hit about 10,000 subscribers, and after my first 10,000 subscribers, I bought myself a Canon T6i, which had Wi-Fi built into it, so I could transfer all the clips from my camera to my phone, and that's how I ended up that. And then I got to 25,000 subscribers when I ended up buying a computer, in which that ended up helping me build my whole YouTube channel up higher and higher and higher. Alright you guys, thank you guys very much for watching. One more time, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to wow, I just got stuck in a loop. Make sure to go and subscribe and turn on those post notifications and like the video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, Garlatta gang.